Okay, okay. Let's see, let's see. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. Like, one problem with streaming in the evening is that I just yawn constantly, all the time, forever. Which is, granted, I do that all the time anyway. That's not like if I stream in the middle of the day. So that would probably still be the case, actually. So ignore that. Cool. Ooh, let's see. Yesterday, what did we do yesterday? We made this elevator work, which was good. That was kind of the main goal, though it took so much longer than expected. We got this door to work. That was a while back though. I got this elevator to go up and down, which is fantastic. Specifically when I press a button, which is what I wanted, rather than just like heading down. So cool. I believe I said that the goal is for today's stream is to finish building the rest of the elevator, aka the walls and stuff. Like, this all exists, but it's not actually what we currently want. So I want to build all the walls, attach the door, hopefully attach the door to the elevator as well, so that the whole thing moves when I press a button. That's first step, assuming that goes well, which one can only hope that that will go well. But assuming that does go well, we will also then attempt to make it so we can travel between two rooms, right? We'll just probably just copy and paste this whole entire room down below, and then have the elevator go between the two. That's kind of where we're at. Yeah, so let's go to that point, assuming we can get all that done. And if we do, and we still, it's early enough, we'll figure out what to do at that point. But for now, let's see. We got the elevator door, which I was looking into this a little bit, not very much, I'll be honest, but a little bit, into how to add, if you can just add the door into the elevator here. I don't think you can necessarily. I do want to actually figure out where that arrow is pointing. Okay. Like, you can't just add it, right? It's not like a component that you can just add in, as far as I'm aware. Which does mean that we have to basically copy and paste everything from the elevator door into this blueprint, into the elevator blueprint. So rather than having two separate blueprints, it's all in one, which I'm not like a huge fan of, but if that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do. I was just hoping, like, you know, I could just add in this blueprint directly into the elevator, just like drag it in, you know. But as far as I'm aware, that's not possible. I mean, maybe you could do it like this. Can you do it like this? You can do it like that. Okay, see, we're discovering things. Let's go. That's huge. That's great, actually. That's, love that. Okay, with all that said, we actually need a wall first. We want to add We do want it all underneath the cube. We gotta remember to keep it all under the cube so that it actually moves down with the elevator when we're going. We want to drag in a static mesh that we will call front, and then we will actually attach a wall, but specifically the door, this one. Thank you. There's a way to just like click, I forget what it is, how to switch, like, so it just switches to rotate. Like just a rotate transform, you know? But I don't remember the shortcut. Eventually I'll learn all of the shortcuts for everything. And by eventually I mean in like a year from now, maybe we'll have figured it all out. Yeah, it exists. I know it does. But I couldn't tell you how to do it. So we'll just do this the old-fashioned way, I suppose, where we rotate this 90 degrees. Thank you. Perspective top. We want it there. Perspective left. Is that spot on or is that a little off? The door's off. That's what's happening here. Okay. But the front is actually spot on, which is perfect. Okay, back to perspective. Is that how tall we want the elevator? Or do we want the elevator smaller? There's this, which looks much more like what we'd want. So actually, yeah, let's do that. We want to add another static mesh. This one we call back. Back, and we add in a wall. 400 by 300. Yes. This one we rotate again by 90 degrees, and then we go top. Should be right there, I would think. Left. Wow, that's not annoying at all. Let's right. Okay, yeah, perfect. And then something feels off somewhere in here. Like, I want to attach all this to the cube, please. Thank you. Okay, perfect. Add in another static mesh called right wall. That we attach to the cube, and then we will just add in another one. Real quick, left wall. Okay, it's already attached. Wall 300. Thank you. Is this the right wall? Yeah. So actually, we want to just leave that there for now. Here we go. Perspective top. Here we go. Two right there. Grab you, drag you in one. That should be all good. Yep. Okay. And then finally we want the top. So we'll add yet one more static mesh. You can do this with planes, but planes will have light bleed if they're not a certain, meaning light from outside will bleed in through them if they're not like a certain width, and I just don't want to deal with that because I know for a fact these are the certain the width that we want them to be, so I don't have to deal with it if I just don't do it. Floor 400 by 400, perfect. Okay. We do need to add textures to all of that. Specifically, I believe they're all chrome is what we want. For the walls and door. Yep, and then the ceiling. What floors do we have? There's the basic. Is that what we have going on? Just doesn't look like that's what we have going on. Anyway, compile all that. One final thing we want to do is we want to add a light. A rectangular light. Thank you. Where are you? Where did it go? There you are. We want to rotate this 90 degrees. Nope, wrong 90 degrees. I want the light going down, thank you. Perspective top. We want this smack dab in the middle. I think that's the middle. I'm gonna hope that's the middle. Left. We want it right there, I think. Ooh, okay, maybe one down. Or not? What's happening? Something is strange about this. I'm wondering if I need to flip it 180 degrees, you know? I don't know. We'll see how that looks. Holy, hold on everyone. Now we have way too much happening. Okay, elevator. We don't need this elevator door. That one can go bye-bye. I don't think we need any of these either. I'm gonna pretend like we don't. Why is it so bright? No, for real. Why is it the brightest thing on the face of the earth in here. Like, what in the world? Go up one level. Okay, so that's really bright. Maybe we need to tone that down a bit, yeah? Like, can we not be at that? How about 3,000? That'd be better, right? That'll be better. Also my box trigger is off. I'm noticing here. It's not like lined up correctly. But only here. I mean, it's fun. Like, it's not the end of the world currently. Like, what is this? Is this the elevator door trigger? And if so, why is it there? I don't know. Okay. Let's see how that goes. Shall we? Yeah, clearly that's just... Well, actually, let's make sure this all is lined up with the wall first and foremost. Yep. Is the door lined up? I can't tell. Here, let's just add another light. Yeah. So I can actually see what's happening. Even if it means... Why is everything so bright today? Is it just me? Or is like every light that I'm adding in like super bright today for some reason? I don't know what that's about. Okay, no, the door is lined up how we want it. It is a little low. Or small, I should say. Like, we can't... Fitting in there is not a thing that we can do currently. Which is fascinating. Because I don't understand why that would be the case. See, I knew it'd be too good to be true. I knew it'd be too good to be true. To believe that it could all just work out. Why is the door smaller than it was? Does it have to do with... Okay. I just drag this in here. Interesting. Hey, elevator. What in the world are you doing with your life? Okay, where's the front? If I change this to static mesh wall 400 by 400, that doesn't add the door. Why is the door smaller than what it was? I guess everything's smaller than it was. Like, I want it. Do I just have to make it bigger in here? I don't know why you would shrink it. Again, it has to do with all of that. I'm betting it has to do with all of those weird shenanigans that were happening where everything was smaller for some reason. Is that like the actual size that it's supposed to be and this is just ginormous for some reason? Because this is theoretically the same size. Like, theoretically that's the same size as what we had going on, which makes no sense. because clearly is not the same size. No, that's textures. Go back, go back, go back. Architecture? Yeah. If I drag in this wall, how big is that wall? It is that big. But when I drag that wall into the blueprint, it shrinks by like a scale of 1 to 0.5 or something. I don't know. If I just make the scale of everything here, just scale it to 2 or 1.5 times the size, what happens? 1.5. Yep. Okay, that changed nothing. Good. In that case, go back to 1. Revert things. What if I just change it here? What if we just change it here? We'll just change it here. It's fine. Why are we 0.8 scale? There's the problem. What is that? Why did we scale like that? I don't understand. Does anyone know? No, no one knows. That's just how it was. It was just 0.8 for some reason. There we go. That's better. That's more. That's much more what we want. Okay, let's see if this all works, shall we? The doors are off. I see. Yeah, the doors are weird. So that's the thing, but I wonder if we actually moved down. I don't know how to tell. Oh, we did. The whole thing went down. I'm assuming we'll all go back up. Cool. Everything's working except for our door is weird. Like, the door is opening as if the middle is where this box trigger was, but the actual you know, let's actually group this first. Call this up/down. Thank you. Okay. We gotta figure out what's going on with this door, because something horrible is going on with this door right now. If I just say goodbye, like, let's just say goodbye to the door for now, and then add it back in. How did I do that? Does anyone remember how I did that? I don't remember how I did that. There was clearly a way I did do that, but I do not remember what it was. Child. I know he was a child actor of some kind. Called elevator door. Yep. And then we want EP elevator door. That's the one. Doo-doo-doo. Where are you going? Come back up. Thank you. Okay, let's do the front. And let's do wireframe, please. So I can tell. We want the door, like, yeah, right there at the bottom. Perfect. Go back to lit, please. Perspective. Okay, compile, save. Come back in here, save. Now hopefully that will have fixed our door problem. And we go down. And then we walk forward. And yeah, and then we go back up. Let's go. Okay, that's great. That's fantastic. Our elevator is working. It is confirmed to going. We have a working elevator. Even if the doors are being a little funky. The light's a little funky too right now. Okay. Really, the problem is that the light is like 1,000,000 degrees. If I just lower the intensity a lot, does that solve our problem? That's way better. That's actually way better. Thank you. Okay. Solve that problem. So we have a working elevator. Perfect. 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 Now normally elevators don't just enter directly into rooms like that. Like there's a little alcove typically for elevators, right? So let's build that if we can. If we can, that's the key. If we can. Okay. Trying to think the best way to go about this. We could just leave this doorway how it is, and then just extend it back a bit. Let's see what we're working with in the architecture section, shall we? Do pillars. We do have pillars. Really, everything's a little too big for what we want, but because a 400 by 200 static mesh should be half, which is not exactly what we want. I wish there was like a 400 by 100. Could I go make that? Sure. Do I want to? No. Not right now, at least. So I think what we'll do is we'll just make a short hallway. Like you exit the hallway and then enter the room. So yeah, let's do that. Let's drag this in. This to line up, which it is not. What is that? Oh, don't tell me it's funky. Oh man, it's funky. Great, I love that. Okay, well, let's rotate this up a bit, shall we? On the green axis, we want 90. Where'd you go? Come back now. Thank you. Yep. Top. It's not lining up with this wall for some reason. This wall's funky, which is just great. I love that. That's just fantastic. Even anyway, if we rotate this 90 degrees on the z-axis, move it down here and move it in here, and then we go left. No, actually go back to lit and go back to perspective. Thank you. What are we looking at? Did I want to? I didn't want to rotate it 90 degrees. Why did I do that? I don't. Why did I do that? All I really want is it to just line up with this wall correctly, but it doesn't. I mean, I can just manually make it do that, but like for some reason the snapping, like if we go into, well, that's not what we want. Like we are on the grid and this is also on the grid, and yet it's just funkily designed, which is just so fascinating. That's just the fascinatingness of it all. Okay, well, let's just unsnap and just drag it to right there. Is that where we want it? Almost. That's as perfect as it can get, I suppose. Okay. Right. It snaps perfectly there. It's just this door is weird. Like the dimensions are just kind of off, which is just fascinating to me. Like, why would it be off like that? I don't know. Okay, another issue I'm thinking about is I don't want the wall to be taller than the elevator ceiling. Like, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Okay, goodbye thingy. Though I suppose it might have to be. No, because there'd be a floor, and the floor would take you. Huh. What if we just use this and then use like just 4 of these? What if we just use 4 of these? I think that's kind of what we want. I'm getting better at this which way I want stuff to rotate kind of thing. Let's see. Okay. Let's move this all the way back so we got some room to work with. Just way over there. Thank you. That feels a little off, doesn't it? Okay, that's better. Yeah. We want this to be floor. What is this floor? Wood walnut mat. Okay, that's what we want. Wood walnut mat. Yep. And then I think we just build, you know, they just basically copy and paste this. One for the ceiling, which is not this material. It is basic floor material. Basic underscore floor. Is that tall enough? I don't think so. I think we want it like there. And then we can just do that essentially 2 more times. Only we want this to rotate back into a wall. Wrong one. Just that one. Yeah. Right there. Right there. Is that tall enough? This is not tall enough. Bring that up one. Thank you. And then copy and paste and drag it over here. Okay, and then what is this material? Brick clay new. Sure. Brick clay new. And the same with you. Brick clay new. Okay, yeah. And then go back to the elevator and drag it all the way back in. Yep. Okay, so what if we, for now, we'll add us another spotlight. Just over the doorway. We should just do a top. And then a front. Oh, we're on the left. Okay, yeah. That's where we want it. Thank you. Now, theoretically speaking, well, hold on first. I want to move all of these to a new folder. And this folder I want to rename to hallway. And where's that spotlight I just made? This one. This one. Move that to hallway as well. And then I want to move the hallway into the room. Okay. Okay. So now what I could do is I could add back in that door, which would derail everything we've worked on. Because if you want a fun story here, I did say, I believe last time, that I made a door that works, and that is halfway true. I wasn't completely lying to you. I did make a door. And it does work when it's just right. It's a physics-based door. No, and it's a little funky right now for some reason. It's supposed to go all the way back to close, but you see, like it opens and stuff when you just walk into it. It just has the slight issue that if I put it in a doorway, right? Just a small issue that if I put it where it would actually be, you know, chilling in a doorway, A, it doesn't even fit in the doorway, which is great. But B, you can no longer walk through the door. The door just doesn't let you go through. It just says, you know what? Actually, you know all that fun stuff you were doing? We're done now. Thanks. You can no longer walk through. Which is just fantastic, really. That's just the best. I actually love that. I wonder if I move it all the way over to the right there. Like, can I fit through? No. Let me through. So yeah, you know what, let's worry about that door. That will probably be the next thing we work on, but for now I just want my elevator to go between two rooms. That's all I want. That's it. I don't really, everything else is like bonus at this point. I just want my working elevator to take me down to his separate room. So let's do that. Okay. We won't drag the door down, I don't think. Trying to decide if I want any of these things when I try to copy and paste this entire room. I don't think so. Duplicate hierarchy? Anyway, I want to copy the whole thing and paste an additional room. Okay. Now the question becomes, well, that's horrible. Oh no, that's just the light from the directional light. That's right. Where is it? Is it loading in? Is that the problem here? Potentially. What if I hide this room and bring up this room? Can I please please? Oh, it's just a folder. It didn't actually copy the, oh my gosh. Why would it do that? I wanted you to copy all of the things inside the folder, not just the folder. Why would I want you to just copy just the folder? Who'd what? No. Why would I want that? Oh my gosh. Okay. Sure, it's fine. You know, we can do this the hard way, I guess. If you want me to do this the hard way, we'll do this the hard way. We'll empty everything. And by empty, I just mean open everything. And then we start at the bottom. And then we shift collect all of it. Yup. And then copy all of it. And then paste a whole new room, baby. Did it just paste it inside the room folder? That's terrible. Why would it do that? Oh my god. Okay, let's move all of this to second underscore room. Did it move to a new room? Please tell me it all moved to a new room. Okay, it did. It's just all not organized inside that new room. That's fine. That's fine. Honestly, it's fine. It's fine. Second room. Oh gosh. Okay. Okay, these four all should be moved to a new folder, and we will call that new folder ceiling. Thanks. I'm assuming these are the 4 floor boards. Yep. Okay. I'll move these to a new folder. Oh, the joys of organization. Rename this one floor. Thanks. It's fine. Why is this spotlight here? Who decided? I just want to make sure all of these walls are in the correct order. They are so far. Move to new folder called back. It didn't. Oh, it's fine. Okay. Rename back underscore wall. And then this is the right wall. Move to create new folder. Edit, rename to right wall. Yup. Thank you. That's the left wall there. Move to new folder. Rename. What are we renaming this? Left wall. What are these? Front wall. This is the front wall. Nope, not all of it, just some of it. Those two are, and then it's the hallway for some reason. Whatever. Move to new folder. Call this one hallway. And then these are the front wall. That's the front wall. Oh, what a fun time this is. Front wall. Okay, room number 2 is there now. Select all descendants. Yep. Hey, how come this switched to... I accidentally switched the transformation tool. How did I do that? I don't know. I do not know how I did that. Okay, well, that's where Google comes in, I suppose. Welcome to Google. How to change transform default transformation tool. Default transformation tool in Unreal Engine 5. Oh, okay. Well, that's way more straightforward than I thought it was. It's just right here. I'm dumb. Okay. that being said, I think I just want to move this down like, oh, that's not gonna do it. What I probably should do actually is figure out where I want the elevator to go and then just match the room to that elevator. So currently it sits at the spot and it is going to be moving how far down? Not far enough down currently, that's for sure. But a distance, it will move a distance. Negative 500. What if we go down 2000? Which we probably actually then want to make sure that this takes a little longer. Like if we change this to 7 and then we change this to 1 and 7 seconds. Yeah. Okay, compile save. Let's figure out how far down that goes. That's probably plenty far, I would think. I would think that's plenty far. So if it's negative 2000, that's down at, we want the floor, right? Where's the floor sitting? The floor is sitting at 10, right? Or 0. The floor is sitting at 0. What? Does the floor not line up? It does. I don't understand. Okay, whatever. It's sitting at 0. We just want it to go down 2000. Is what we're saying. So yeah, I don't know exactly how to do that when I'm trying to move an entire thing down 2000, but actually, yeah, I don't exactly know how to do that. If I group them all, would it default to the level it's at? I'm gonna regret this. No, it wouldn't. In that case, forget that. What is delta transform? Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. Is this what I think it is? It is. Wow, you discover something new all the time, all the time. That's fantastic. That's great. So now we have a second room chilling down there. So theoretically speaking, we should now be able to go between them with our elevator. Please tell me that's how this works. So we start in the up one and we walk through and we're like, wow, look at our room. And then we go, oh, elevator. Go in the elevator, all the doors closed, exit. Now that we'll be able to tell A, if we enter into the hallway, and B, if there's a chair or not. Oh, there's no light. I forgot I didn't add lights, but we did make it. There are no lights in here, but we did make it. So let's add a light so we can see lights. Point light. Thank you. We did it. Let's go. That's exciting. I'm pretty excited about that. It feels like it's coming together for the first time. Like, maybe not the first time, but kinda, but also kind of. Like, can I go back up now? I want to go back up now. And then we go up. Do, 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 do. And we've arrived back in the original. That's so good. That's so good. I love that. I love that. That's so much greatness. I mean, it's two basic rooms that have nothing in them, but I do like it. We have a working elevator that takes us between the two. Does it need to go that far down? No, it does. No, it really does not. Did I make it go that far down anyway? Yes, I did. Let's drag this all the way up into the second. Thank you. Okay. Select all descendants and then transform, delta transform. Let's go up 1,000. Yeah, like we don't need it to be that far down. Save elevator. We can go back to 5 seconds probably. Yep. Okay. File, save. Go back to the event graph. We want the end point to be just negative 1,000 now. Compile, save. Okay. I'm gonna double check. Sometimes I'm just like, oh, I mess stuff up somehow every 2 seconds. I don't know how, but I do. And then we go down. Yep. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay, we got a working thing. Right, so the basic gameplay idea here for this game is that there's kind of different levels and you take an elevator between each level. And so I'm not entirely sure, because there'd be a lot more than like 2 or 3 levels, and by a lot I mean like not too many more, like no more than 20 at least, which maybe that's even way too many, but I don't know if it's like best to do it this way, you know, where you just design the levels on top of one another and then you just, so they're all in one world, or if it's better to just like have them all in separate levels and then when you hop in the elevator it loads in the new level. This is certainly easier because then I don't have to figure out how to change levels and change levels while not just for the player but also for the elevator, and make it still just feel like an elevator went to a new place and not like we loaded in a whole new area. So I think for now, right, I don't plan on the 20 level thing is like final end product. I do plan on building just like a much smaller, like 3 to 5 level game first, and we'll see how that works and runs and operates at like 3 to 5 levels, and if we run into any problems there, then we'll know that it would not work expanding out from that, you know. But for now, I really don't. I'm like stalling. That's what's happening right now. I'm stalling because because their hallway doesn't have a door, and I don't I don't. Oh jeans, I have to fix it. I have to make a door. I have to fix this door. I have to fix this door, and I don't. I have to fix this door, and that's just the funnest thing I've ever heard in my life, is having to fix this door. So currently, right, here's the frame, the door. The frame I don't think has contact at all. Yeah, no collision, just doesn't collide with anything. The door does collide with stuff, but it's the physics factor, right? And so the idea is that it does, you bump into it, right? And so it operates as if it has physics. And then this is the physics constraint that tells the door you can only swing open, you can't just like fall over. So I did work on this, and I did make it the issue here with this is that once you've put it in a door frame, the default character doesn't fit through it anymore. I think because it takes up space, right? I think what's happening here is this doorway is just wide enough for like you don't get a whole lot of room, wiggle room left to right in the doorway. So when you add in a door, you know, that's swinging open and it's taking up X amount of space, like this much space, right? You can no longer fit through. So that's kind of a problem. It's just a slight issue because we need to fit through. So there's like a couple ways we could probably fix it. Like, I'm wondering if we could fix it by just shrinking our character down, which I did experiment with at some point here. I don't exactly remember how that went, or even how I did that. But that is the thing. Let's pull open wherever that would be. I'm trying to think of where they would have stored that in the starter content, you know. Content, wow, yeah, okay. Somewhere in here, starter content. I don't need textures, no thank you. That's my stuff. That's what I made. Thank you. Here we are. First person player controller, first person game mode. First person character. Yep, this is the one. Yeah, so like I've gone in. I am so sorry. I've gone in and I've shrunk the character, right? I don't know if it's the mesh. I think it's the cylinder, right? Because like the mesh is here. This is the mesh. I think it's the cylinder, right? So I could shrink the cylinder on the x-axis. Well, that just flips them. Like if I do a 0.75, I am curious. Does that give me a lot more room? Yeah, a little more room, not much. Then if I go over here, drag in my door, put my doorway in the archway. Figure out what in the world it's doing with its life. Let's do a top view. It seems to be in line. Okay, and then a right view. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Well, actually, hold on. Front view to make sure it's at the level we want it to be at. Yeah. Okay. We're good. No, until I moved it. It's fine. Let's see if shrinking my character made any difference here. It did not. The door doesn't like open either all the way. Like it opens all the way when I'm not. Well, you saw earlier. Come back out here. See, to open the door all the way, it requires pushing through, and it pushes you, because it's physics, it pushes you to the right. And I think that's the problem here, is it's like pushing you into the corner, and so you can't actually get by. Also, the door's not closing on the way for some reason. Which is just great. That's just great. I love that. So this didn't do anything, and I'm not sure that's really the problem, so we're gonna go back to what we were at and just ignore that for now. We'll come back if we need to. I'm wondering if we can make it like what the solution here is, you know? I'm wondering if we shrink the amount of effort it takes. Maybe we shrink the amount of effort it takes to actually swing the door open. If that would fix things. I think that's what I just did. Yeah. Now it doesn't swing closed, which is just great. I don't know why it's not swinging closed anymore, but it isn't. Did I get rid of all the stuff that made it close properly? That's possible. That's entirely possible, actually. Oh, okay. I understand. What I want it to do is I want it to open, and then I want it to close again. Which may just be a just the door even have? Should hit events fire when this object collides. Generate overlap events, yes. On component and overlap, I want the door to close, right? That's kind of the, we want to cast to first person character. And then kind of want to copy, or at least I need to look at this to kind of figure out. So what we could do is we could turn the door into a, like, you have to press a button to get it to move, which I don't hate, actually. Like, I think that might, which I don't hate as an option. Anyway, what we wanted to do is we wanted to close the door. We want this, basically, right? So I'm actually just gonna copy and paste that over to the door. Do nothing. I will fix that. Don't worry about it. Yeah. We want to make a variable that's called open door? Question mark. And that is what this is. So drag that out here. Set open door. Yeah, I know we don't have a custom event called closed door. We're about to make a custom event called closed door custom event. And we call this one closed door. Okay. And then we drop that and we say closed door call function. Perfect. And we set. And we set up. Okay. File for now. What's the problem? What's the problem, man? On component does not have a valid matching component. Really? What? Okay. Anyway, basically what we want it to do, right, is most of this, most of it, copy. We don't need a sequence though. That's not anything we need. Only we don't actually want to transform it that direction, nor do we want to transform that. We can get rid of that, and we do want just do once, and we don't need a sequence. We can just go straight there. And we want door. Target the door. And actually, get rid of that. We want relative. Do we want get relative or set relative? We want set relative location. No, we don't. We want get relative. Oh man. Okay, get relative location. That can just stay the same. What we want, however, is set relative. No, we want add relative rotation. That's what we want. Yep. Nope. No, that's not what we want. What is this thing? What is this thing? Vector? Vector? Vector. Is it what is that? Vector rotate. Ha. Okay. I understand what we're doing wrong here. Thank you. We do want set relative rotation. Or no, not set. Get. We'll get it one of these days. Get relative. Get relative rotation. This into an add function. Nope. It was the other one. Nope. It was the third one. This one? No, which one was it? What is this? What is this and what? You know what? Watch this. We'll just do this. We'll just I think add. I think it's this, and we're just messing stuff up. Okay, so we don't want it to float. What does it take to get this to work? What even is that? What if we just, oh, you know what? There's an easier way to do this. Just copy and paste it in. Yeah, that's a little easier. That's just easier. What is this? Vector edition? Vector add. That's not what it is. What is this? Does anyone know? I don't know. And then we want this into the target. Hold on, we want this one. Break this one. Break. Move. Think move you here. Move you here. Move you over here. Okay. Huh. Call function unknown, closed door missing from whatever. Apparently I got rid of the wrong closed door there. Which is awkward. That's great. Closed door. It's never easy, is it? It's never that simple. What would we just say goodbye to that for now? Anyway, we want this to move 90 degrees. This is why I didn't want to deal with this door for today. Here we are, though. Goodbye. Yep. What if we just add a simplified box collision onto the door? Apparently, there's now two. Huh? So we're saying this already exists as a box collision. That's what we're saying. That just is good to go. Sure. Okay. Sure. So I think what it's wanting here, it wants me to add in hey, don't simulate physics. We're done simulating physics. Oh my gosh. You know what I should have done? I should just like copy and pasted all of this basically. Only instead of location, it's just rotation. And that's the only difference. And everything else is the exact same. That would have been the smart thing to do. Instead, here we are like doing an actual mess. What if we did that now? What if we just said copy and we just went over here to this and we said screw it, bam, confirm. Okay, now what is all, stop that, nope, stop that, and all this that I just did, yeah, get rid of that. Who needs it? It's all overkill. Okay. Why is this custom event now called custom event? Who knows? We will rename this closed door. Thank you. That one's open door. We want open door call function. Thank you. Get that. Go close door. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get it. Right. There is no left and right door, so we don't actually need this, nor do we need this sequence. We can just move it. We don't want the right door, we just want the door. That's fine. That's fine. This goes into this, which then goes into this. And then this just goes straight into that. Correct. And then I want the same thing done over here. Get rid of all this, get rid of that, get rid of this, that goes there. Relative location goes there, and then this goes into the relative location. Move that out of the way, move this into the target relative thing. That's not the right door, we just want the door. Uh-huh. 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 Pull this out, say set, check, check. Pull this out, set, not checked. Pull this out, set, check. When it's completed, go back to reset. There you go. Here, get rid of that, pull it open, set, unchecked, completed, back to the reset, and go. Okay, only we want the y-axis to be 90, not 100. Then what we actually need it now, we need to add a box trigger. A box collision, yep. Which we want to be, that can be 1.5. This we want 1.5. We want this 2 actually. Height is fine at 1. I just want to make sure it extends far enough. We do want this up, probably. It's right there. Okay. That's what we want. Then we get rid of this and get rid of that, and then we say box and we say begin overlap. Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. Goes there, which trigger the bot, and another actor's that, and then we also go box, and then we say end overlap. Up and 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 up. And then that goes there, and another actor goes there, and then we compile and hope it great. Now I don't know actually if that rotation is gonna do what I want it to do, but at least for the time being, that is better than what we had. No, it's fine. We'll just shrink them. Okay. Oh gosh, is this gonna do anything? I'm scared about this rotation. The rotation did nothing. It did nothing. Nothing is happening when I walk into the trigger. Great. Good. Love that. That's fantastic. for you and me and everyone in between. Okay, let's figure out what's going wrong. What's wrong? What's wrong? But I think what's wrong is whatever's happening here. I don't think there's really that much else that would be wrong necessarily. I don't know what else would be wrong, but if I had to guess, that's what's wrong. Return the F rotator orientation corresponding to the direction in which the vector points. Sets yaws and pitch to the proper numbers and sets the roll to 0 because the roll can't be determined from a vector. Right. That's what she said. If I change the X coordinate, what happens? Anything? Anything new happen? Probably not. Might as well check. Nope. Nope! Nope is the answer. I knew this door would be a pain in the foot. Okay. Okay, you know what? You know what? We'll go back. We'll go back. We'll go back to what we were doing before we entered this hellhole. Okay. Okay. Let's not touch that before we mess something up. We can go back to simulating physics, I suppose. It's just like the issue is, see, if you don't have the physics constraint, might as well show this. You don't have the physics constraint, and you walk into it, it just kind of, it does what it wants. So that's, yeah, that's not very helpful at the moment. The physics constraint keeps it from doing that. And then you want to make sure that it can only does one thing, you know. Limited to 90 degrees, yeah, and then you rotate it 90 degrees because it's going the wrong direction currently. Going the wrong direction currently. 90. That's the wrong one. It was this one the whole time. Or not. It wasn't. Okay, I said I was getting better, not that I was perfect at that yet. Right, so adding that in is cool. But we're just gonna run into the same thing. Okay. And that is, it'll do a fun little opening thing when it gets there, but then like it won't actually, you know, it won't let me through when I need to get through. And that's the problem here. That's the issue. And I don't know what to do about that, because it won't let me through the door when I need to get through the door. Clearly something horribly wrong here. Dash to that. What is going on? Oh, component. Component needs to be door. Thank you. Okay, now it's affecting the door. Now it's affecting the door. Which is cool and all. I don't remember how to get it to close again. Like back to its original position once it's done. No, I really am trying to remember how I did that. What is the dampening? I don't know. I just triple it for no reason and see what happens. Nothing. Okay, well, I'll go back to normal then. How do I get it to go back? I don't know. How do I do that? Who can say? Somewhere. I mean, I probably have to just code it. My gosh, the past like 4 streams have just been like figuring out the door. Who knew doors were such a problem, huh? Who could have guessed? No, but for real, what in the world? Drag force added to reduce linear movement. Drag force added to reduce angular movement. Constraint. Fascinating. We'll ignore radial forces applied to this component. Hey, there was a way to back here in the physics constraint. I am curious what happens somewhere here. There was a... What is this? What is this? Is this saying like between these 2 points? Is that what we're saying? I don't know. It's fine. There was a way to like... Where was that? I don't even remember what it was, which is why it's kind of difficult here. And I need to just see it, I think, to know what I was trying to think of. Hello? I could have sworn there was a way to... make it so it ignored certain things. Ah, yep. What happens if I do that? I'm curious. Because I'm wondering if the door is getting stuck on trying to open into the wall, you know? Like if that's part of the issue here. So I'd like to not have it do that, if possible. See, why does it not open? Ugh. Hey, so what happens if I like just theoretically move this like way over there, but it's still attached to the door? What happens? Shall we find out? The door slides very awkwardly way over there, you say. Fascinating. Fascinating indeed. And yet, despite that weird movement, guess who still can't get through the door if it's in this doorway? The problem is the tutorial I followed for this door literally just did it in an open space and was like, yeah, look, it works. They should have really done it in a wall frame and then told me it worked, because it doesn't work. Like it does work, but it doesn't. It doesn't. It definitely does not. Yeah, okay. Okay, clearly I need to do some more research on this door. So for now, I think we're coming up on 2 hours, so I think we'll just call it. I'm out of energy anyway for trying to figure out this door currently. Obviously, I guess that's what the next goal is. I do plan on streaming Sunday evening some more of this. I may work on this tomorrow. At least look into the door situation tomorrow is kind of the goal. So this may or may not be fixed is what I'm saying by the time. If it is not, obviously this is what we'll be working on on Sunday, which is just so exciting, you know. It's just the most exciting thing of all time. But we will be working on how to fix this door. and make it actually functioning door. And then second, if it is fixed, if it's not fixed, that's going to take us the whole time, like guaranteed. But if it is fixed and I do fix it between now and Sunday when I stream this next, I'd like to change the elevator door into much more what I want it to be, because currently it just opens on this box trigger, right? But I want it to open when I click on it. Rather than when I just walk close to it. I want it to open only when I click on it. So that'll be next, is changing the trigger for the elevator door. Assuming we fix this door. Which, if we fix this door, fixing the trigger for that door won't be a problem, because I'm thinking of just changing this into a clickable trigger rather than a physics-based door. That might fix our problem. We'll see. And then assuming all of that's true and good and working, trying to think what would be the next step after that. I'm not entirely sure. There are a few assets I would like to make in Blender, and I don't know how to operate Blender, so that's certainly coming up. It's coming down the pipeline, is working on Blender and figuring that out, which is just so much to learn. It might just be like asset creation / building rooms and stuff. More of a design day than anything. Though that might change. Yeah, I'll go over some stuff, think it through, write some stuff down that we still need to figure out. So then we could work on that next time. But for now, I think that's it, because I don't want to work on this door anymore. And we do have a working elevator that goes between 2 different locations, which is fantastic. So yeah, we'll catch you on the flip side. Sunday evening we'll stream this again, and then we won't stream again until Wednesday evening, where we should be finishing up Signalis, which is fun. That'll be good. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Thanks for watching, guys. I will catch you later. Bye bye.